ethnicity doing these kind of videos. And then also, I don't see a lot of videos of people getting their hair transplants done in the United States. Most people on YouTube of any ethnicity, they mostly go to Hair Istanbul or some of the other clinics out there in Turkey. But I got this one done in Raleigh, North Carolina. So yeah, I got it done with Bosley, and that's Bosley. My bad, Bosley. That's Bosley. I got it done with them, and I personally think they did a good job. They put my hairline just about where I wanted it to be, so that was pretty good. So yeah, we gonna go on this journey together. I'm hoping that I can at least. I'm not expecting a huge amount of density, but I am expecting, good enough to where I can at least, trim the back, blend it real good. I'm gonna show y'all a couple pictures and videos of that. But yeah, this is for people who are thinking about getting their surgery done in America, at Bosley, at any of those other clinics. Yeah, just make sure you got a good doctor, do some background check, making sure they real qualified in what they're doing. Well, yeah, if y'all got any questions, by all means, comment below, and I'll answer them in the next video. I'm gonna write them all down and I'll answer them in the next video. But any questions, comment below. You want to know how much it was, anything, I'll answer. I don't really care. All right, peace. Alright, what's up, y'all? As you can see, I'm in the car. This is day one. I got my procedure done yesterday at Bosley up in Raleigh, North Carolina. I know like a lot of people went to like Hair in Istanbul and stuff like that, but I'm in the service, so I couldn't even get the leave approved to even go away to Turkey. So it was like that was out of the picture. But yeah, so I wanted to get this surgery done because when I first joined the military, I had a full head of hair. Right, I had a full flourishing head of hair. But when you join the military and you get ready to go to boot camp, the first thing they do is they cut all your damn hair off. They cut it all off. I'm talking about number one to the against the grain scalp, right? They cut it all off. So, yeah, that was one of the issues. But I'm gonna go a little further back. When I was younger, ever since I was born, pretty much, and my mom can attest to this. My lips chappy as hell. My mom can attest to this. I always had thinner hair in the front area of my head. Yeah, since I was born, I came out the womb like that, thin hair. But it wasn't like bald thin. Like it was hair. It was probably like this type of thin, and then like the hair behind it would be like that thick, that type of density it would be. So that's not like bald, that's hair, but it's just not as thick as this hair, right? So that's how my head was. So I always had, air quote, thin hair right there. So yeah, throughout high school I was good. I just cut my hair a certain way, blended, blah blah blah. I ain't really paying no mind. I ain't really care. I still had a hairline. I was good. And then fast forward to basic training, when they cut all my hair against the grain, that destroyed it. So throughout basic training, it was like 10 weeks. So every week and a half, you going to get a haircut, and you don't get to choose what type of haircut you get. You getting the number one against the grain every time, right? You getting that every time. So when I finally graduated basic training, me and my boys, I see everybody else growing their hair back. Their hair growing back all dark. Keep in mind, my hair is thinner in the front and it's darker in the back. So the back grew faster than the front did, as expected, right? So I'm seeing all my boys, they waving up. They getting their waves, they brushing their hair. I'm like, damn. I need to hurry up and grow my hair back. So I go to the store, and I was like, what can I buy that'll help me grow my hair? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna buy this Rogaine. It's Rogaine. Rogaine got a product in there, or chemical in there called minoxidil. What minoxidil does is alcohol based, so it pretty much promotes your hair to grow thicker and fuller, and it prevents hair loss, right? Now, nowhere in my family tree, at least that I know of, or immediate family that I know of, nobody has hair loss. Nobody has lost hair, you know. So I already knew, like, okay, well, one, I was never losing hair. I never lost hair. Like, hair loss wasn't a problem for me. So when I read the product, it was like, oh, if you stop using the product, then you could potentially regain hair loss. Like, your hair loss will start back up pretty much. I was like, okay, well, that don't apply to me because I don't have hair loss. I just want my hair to grow faster, right? I wasn't losing hair. So yeah, I started using the Rogaine twice a day for every 2 weeks. Not every 2 weeks, but like I used it for probably 4 months. 4 months, and after 4 months, my hair grew thick. Like, it was what it looked like in the front, it looked like in the back. It was matching all around. I had a fresh lineup, all of that. I was good. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna stop using it. I stopped using the Rogaine for probably 6 months after that. 6 months after that, I stopped using it. And then month 7, my hair, I was in the shower washing my hair, and I would look down, I would just see strands of hair. I'm like, what the hell? I'm thinking it's normal. I'm like, oh, that must be just normal. You know, sometimes you wash your hair, you'll see like little pieces of hair every now and then. So I was like, okay, that gotta be just normal stuff. So, you know, month 8, month 9, and next thing you know, I'm like, damn, like I'm really losing my hair. During that time, I went through a real low point. I was depressed. You know, I was a breakup. Got into this breakup with this girl. You know, I was real depressed about it, right? So that sped up my hair loss. I was looking bad. Like, I was looking rough. Looking real rough. So I was like, I got over the breakup, healed myself, and I was like, I'm gonna start this Rogaine stuff back up. Started it back up, grew my hair back in fully, perfectly. I was like, okay, cool, right? Now, it didn't click that maybe I'm losing my hair because of the Rogaine. It didn't click, so I used it back up. I was using it for another like 2 months, grew all my hair back in full, and you know what I did? I stopped using the Rogaine again, right? Came back home, like March 2017, I came back home, and yeah, I didn't pay her no mind. My hair was still there, so I was good. You know, several months later of me not using the Rogaine, guess what? My hair fell out again. I was losing all my hair. Every time I washed my hair, I would see hair strands in there. And guess what I ended up doing again? Going back to the Rogaine. Now, eventually, the Rogaine stopped working. It stopped growing my hair, and I was like, how? Like, what is going on? Why is my hair not growing? And then I look closely, and I'm noticing I don't see a single hair strand in the areas where I was putting the Rogaine at. Like, it was all just gone. It was just skin. It was just bald. So I was like, wow. So I was like, what can I do to try to get something back? I looked into like hair tattoos, hair transplants, fibers. I started using fibers for a while. Fibers weren't really cutting it for me because I never liked fibers. I didn't. When I was getting haircuts, I didn't even like people to spray the black hair color. I didn't like that shit at all. Like, so I knew the fibers weren't it. But I tried it. I used it for a little bit, and then eventually it was just like, nah, couldn't do it. So I just ended up going bald. Like, I just cut all my hair off, went bald. I tried Propecia or finasteride. I tried the finasteride thing. But what finasteride does, it doesn't stop you. It doesn't grow your hair, but it stops you from losing hair. But that's if you have hair loss. Like, if you have hair loss, like I said, I didn't have hair loss. I wasn't balding. I was never balding. I was just, the minoxidil is what killed my roots in my hair, because my hair became dependent on the minoxidil to grow, right? So what Rogaine don't tell you, it tell you lose hair, but it doesn't tell you that you also, it's also a possibility that you can lose the hair that you had before you started using it. It doesn't tell you that. So that's what happened. So eventually I was doing research on YouTube, like, hey, let me see what a hair transplant would look like, how much it would cost, etc., etc. So, and yeah, yeah, it's pretty expensive. I heard about hair in Istanbul. They was doing it for like 4 grand, 5 grand, somewhere around there, and they give you like 5,000 grafts or some outrageous number like that. But I sat on it for a while, so I was rocking the bald look for a long time. Don't get me wrong, I look good with the bald look. On the shine, I went out, but when my hair was thinning out and I was bald, and I was very insecure. I always wore hats, and a lot of my pictures I wear hats, everything, right? Eventually, you know what I'm saying, the jokes started to come in. People was joking on me every day, and keep in mind, I'm a funny dude. Like, I don't mind people joking. I just get tired of hearing the same jokes every day. LeBron hairline, or the Benjamin Button disease, or whatever the fuck they call that shit. Or you know, I'd have probably heard every hairline joke in the goddamn book, right? So yeah, I done heard it all, and I got tired of it. I just got tired of it. It was kind of like bullying, but you know, I always had something to say in return, so not really. But you know, you get tired of it, man. You get tired of people saying the same jokes, or just joking on you in general, or being insecure. Every time you meet somebody new, you got to throw on a hat or something just so they don't notice that, or throw on fibers or something weird method like that. And I got tired of doing that. So ultimately, I ended up coming to the point where I was like, you know what, this is the year I'm gonna get it, because my newborn daughter, which I just had a newborn daughter on July 20th. So I was like, man, I'm gonna want to take pictures. I'm gonna do Christmas pictures and stuff. And then it got so bad, my insecurity got so bad, that I didn't even want to take pictures with my wife. Like, I didn't want her to take pictures of me. I didn't want her posting pictures of me. I didn't like none of that, because I had no hair. Like, I felt like I wasn't who I used to be, right? So yeah, I finally pushed the button, got a consultation with Bosley. They looked at it, you know what I'm saying, they gave me, you know what I'm saying, a certain amount of grafts. I paid a certain amount of money, and yeah, we got it going in, you know what I'm saying, we got it going on. So I'm gonna show y'all some clips. I'm gonna show y'all some clips of a little bit of the procedure, what it looked like before and after. And yeah, but I'll probably do that in the next video. I just wanted y'all to know the backstory on how I lost my hair before I show y'all my hair. And the reason why I'm wearing this hat, this bland ass dad hat, whatever you want to call it, is because when you first get a procedure done, you can't have your head, where your grafts can't be exposed to the sunlight, to ultraviolet rays, so they give you a hat to wear over it. So yeah, I'll break it all down in the next video. I just want y'all to understand why I had to get this done. And to be honest, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it was expensive. It was a pretty good penny, but they had good finance options and whatnot, and I can afford it. So yeah, I figured, why not invest something into yourself? You know what I'm saying? You spend money on a car, on a fucking a car that's liable to break down all the time. You got to keep putting more money into it, and then you only drive it to work and back, and then you forget about it. So it's like, if I can spend $30,000 on a car, well, why can't I spend this amount of money into myself? You know what I'm saying? To help with my happiness, my confidence, you know, things like that. And I'm a pretty confident person. Like, I don't let nobody get me down, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you hear enough of the same shit every day, you get a little bothered by it. So that's just human. That's just being human, though. Good thing about me, won't nobody ever know I'm sad, because I keep the same face, the same attitude the whole time. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Yeah.